Okie dokie. So, okay, let's rebuild my website. Yeah, this works. Let's rebuild my website, automate this, live and in color with Sally. So let's see. We are using this one here. And, oh, that's funny. It just changed. It's just too small, I guess. Let's see. Let's do it like that. Why is it so much? Look, that's funny. Anyway. Okay, so we are going to use Sally from usesally.com as our agentic plane. That's this one. Sally is an open source, or not. Yeah, Sally is an open source tool which you can use to. It's a project management, so you can just download it and use it and work with it. So you have your workspace, projects. You can build projects in here. So I have plenty of projects and hundreds of workspaces already. And then I can collaborate with my team and so on. So you know this from if you have a project, if you have a team, you obviously need something to work with them on your project. So this is what it does here. I just need to check if the input is working actually. I think we have two inputs, which is ridiculous. Mic and audio capture device. Doesn't matter. So it's gonna be fine at some point, probably. So let's put this here so I can see what you are seeing. So let's take this and let's put this into. Come on, man. Into the screen as well. So okay. So yeah. So we have this project. So I created this project, automate this website rebuild, and we have this Kanban board, and I worked on this already live here, like I don't know, a few weeks ago, in another episode. And now, and this was working quite interestingly already. Like I did this with Telegram and only within Hermes. So, but this doesn't do the trick actually as I like it. So we create more functions into Sally in order to have an agent automation based on the project. So now I can go to agent automation and connect an agent. So we have different agents here. I would just use Hermes because I know Hermes is doing the trick already, or I could use Pi. I can try to use Pi. So let's connect. If I click connect, it just creates this pairing code. So I have this pairing code now. So I need to. The base URL is missing. Anyway, doesn't matter. I will show you. So I will put this in here. Hello. Yes. Let's put this in here. I'll just add. /API. So now it's connecting, and it's connecting. Yes, that's nice. And now it connected my Pi agent with via MCP and the API with Sally. So here, you're never seeing my terminal. That's really interesting. Look, let's switch here. So I added this code which Sally gave me, and edit it here into my terminal. And now I don't need to do anything in the terminal. So don't worry, it's not that complicated. So this created a connection basically. So in here, I see now, okay, it's online. We have the Pi local worker. I don't know yet if Pi is actually finding my repository. A repository is the place where you would save your website files, which is then pushed to, for example, GitHub or some place on the internet where your website can be built from. So, okay. So that's super technical. Anyways, this is now running. So the agent automation, it shows it's online and there is a Pi local worker which works with it. So if we go back here, I think I know why this happens. So let's change this here. So now it should get at some point, it should, so now it should get a job. So now it doesn't get a job. Look at that. How stupid. How stupid. So this. Look, now it's connected. Now, of course, I need to click ready to plan. So now it's working. Finally, it's working. And if we take a look at the container here now, at some point it will get a job in here as well. So let's see. Let's see when this is going to happen. Whoop. And I can do until this happens. The automatic theme switcher. Terminal. Now we want to have screen as well. Yes. Look at that. Yep. Now, if I switch here now, it should actually switch to the other thingy. That's interesting. Yeah, look at that. Okay, now it works. Nice. Okay, super. So let's see. Because look, it claimed stuff. So planning, auditing project and task state before updating the visible delivery plan. So this is working. It queued something. It queued building, which is interesting. So let's see here. This still shows idle, but it works. I don't know why it shows idle. That's interesting. Doesn't matter. So it starts building. So let's see what happens. Let's also open the Automate This Pro website and switch to English. So we see everything in English. I don't even know what we still need to build here. Look at that. Audit completed in Sally, reconciled board, only task 11 remains in progress. Move tasks 5 and 6 to review with evidence comments, edit visible PM, handoff comments to task 11 to the 20 marked outbound tasks as not relevant to the website rebuild board. Ooh, that's interesting. Create visible PM audit plan task, queued code workflow for task 11. No private implementation started. Okay. So something is building, which is interesting. So let's go here. Yeah. Now we have this one is building. So we also see agent working. So it's working on this task. see what it does, if it did anything here. So we had lots of different other comments already. Look, Pi Project Manager. This remains a single active rebuild implementation task, visible execution plan, finish launch page, conversation path, build and push ready diff, update checklist with what is complete versus still open, hand off to push changes to staging branch. Then hand off to QA performance launch prep. Please post the current branch files touched and whether npm run build, conversation path verification still pass. Queue the coder workflow. That's nice. So we know, okay, it did already do some stuff. That's cool. Layer in hidden cost reducers and business case messaging. Okay. For the new strategy is for checking whether the implemented page already expresses the approved hidden cost. Oh yeah, that's nice. So it didn't do anything here, but I guess, yeah, it commented. That's nice. Because this is the important thing. Everybody needs to stay in the loop. So even I, as a person, as the owner of this website, if I let AI do something, I usually don't know what's happening if there is something happening. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. So I don't want that. And also, I don't understand why I have mic global input. I don't need this probably. I only need this. I hope you still can hear me. I don't know. Where is this coming from? No, I'm just messing around with some streaming thingies here. Doesn't matter. So it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, nice. So let's get back here. So we have this. Let's take a look at this one. Ah, look at that. Now we have here these thingies showing in the terminal. So I can see, okay, something is going on. Because this is something what annoys me quite a lot when I work with agents that I sometimes don't know, are they still doing something or what's going on? Then I need to check in the background or I need to check in the terminal if they are still busy, if there is some job running, yes or no. So it's very difficult to tell if this actually works or doesn't work. Valentino. Sweetheart. Yes, I'm still working. I'm live streaming actually. Okay. Yeah, so my son is telling me something about sweets. Okay. Anyway, now look at that. Now we see the next thing is queued. So let's go back to automation. That's nice. That building. Completed task 11 coder pass repo. It shows me the repo where my repo actually lives. This is interesting. So it found Pi found my repo alone. I never gave it to Pi before. This is super interesting. But my Pi is allowed. So Pi is an agent like Hermes or OpenClaw, but even simpler. I really love it because it's so simple. Anyways, it found it. It found the staging branch. Changes cd route fixes plus new script, verify conversion paths, MJS. Evidence. Posted evidence comment. Checklist item done. Marked agent job. Run succeeded. Next step. Commit push the staging diff, then hand off to QA performance launch prep. Completed task 11, coder pass on staging, fixed CTA legal conversion route gaps. Nice. So it fixed the route gaps, added conversion path verifier and verified node scripts, verify conversion paths, plus npm run build pass. That's good. I'm very interested what this is. Verify conversion paths, MJS. Let's take a look. Visual Studio Code. Let's take a look what this is actually, what it created there. So no file, open folder, and here we go to projects and websites. Automate this. Let's open this. So now we have scripts, verify conversion paths. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. What did it build? It built a path, a script to verify if all paths exist or don't. I don't know why it did that. I mean, this is not Pi's fault. It's it's the fault of Hermes before, because I let Hermes build the work which was needed before. Reconciliation complete, verified, Sally task project state and order evidence, move task to review, move task 20, push changes to in progress. Nice, cute coder handoff. Okay, click to the stage, push handoff, yes. Ah, nice. I just got the message from my backend that a new version of automated staging is deployed. This is interesting. So let's take a look if I can. If I can take a look here. Let's see, I first need to find where I put. I can't remember where I put the staging site, staging website for automate this. So let's take a look. Obviously it's staging.automatethis.pro. Okay, that makes sense. Oh. Yes. Okay, let's switch to German, to English. So this one is rebuilt. Operation friction, blah, 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 blah. I don't like how there are still some like design problems. Case studies, handover process. This is interesting because it has these thingies here. Here we have 9 to-dos and it checked 1. Why are all CTAs? Make sure every page supports a primary conversation path. homepage first, and highest value supporting pages, implement forms, CTA, routing, page, build and push ready div. Okay. I think the biggest problem is that it didn't read the docs. So see, we have in our docs, nope, not in the podcast. In our docs, we have automate this, nope. We have defined website noi, this one. And I think here now, the agent didn't ingest these. So this is a problem, actually. So let's get in here and say, you must ingest these docs in order understand. I will do it very, oh, whoops. Nope. No, I just closed it. How stupid. Sally. So, no. How stupid, Sally. Here we go. Yes. You must, I do it very simply. And like, this is how I would try to talk to an employee, for example. You must ingest in order to understand. The moment from our outline in order to understand what needs to get built or changed. So you can review or build, change it. So, okay, I just posted this as a comment. So let's try again. Let's put this back and say, start again. So now it reads the whole stuff again, and it will do this, hopefully. Hopefully, it will do this. And let's see what happens. Because this was like, this is the really difficult task because half the project was done already. So I just pushed the agent to do it, even though it never worked on this, which is actually an interesting approach, in my opinion, because this is how real work is done. So somebody leaves, for example, the team, This can be an agent, and somebody else needs to take over. So this is the case where this just happens. So let's see if it knows what to do. So now it's again, it's intaking, it's planning. So it plans the run on what to do, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully it can read. I know I gave Pi already my API keys in order to read everything from outline. So I know it could read that, which is cool. So let's see. Let's see what it does. So we can have this here. No, let's keep it there. I would like to find. I would like to find something what it actually built. I mean, what it did really well was push the changes to staging in order that staging would go live. So here we're in staging, that's fine. Why the ongoing model matters. Yes. So it just created these. I mean, this is bad web design, but anyways, it created it. Oh, but we didn't have this before. That's actually fun. The Q&A, that's nice. The FAQ. Systems fit call. That's nice. Yeah, that's how it work. Operational systems, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is all old. This is something what I built before, not what we're for. Notation, add buying, creative only engagements, quick hacks, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Yeah, not that bad, but let's see. I would like to see if it builds the actual case studies because it has the material to build the case studies. Agent implementation brief, final copy, English version. Yeah, FAQ and everything. German version. Okay, that's quite easy to do these changes. General overview, positioning, offer, pricing structure, pain points, business model proof. Okay. Merge do not use. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, PM audit completed, ingested the requested outline source set, including AT website NOI, agent brief, final copy and hidden cost library, reconciled Salibot, task 20 moved to done, task 11 moved to review, task 12 moved to in progress. It's the active QA source doc review task. Added visible task 12 checklist in items for source doc ingestion. Section order, review, hidden cost checks, and evidence reporting poster. Okay. Now it's testing as well. This is nice. It's running. Oh, oh yeah, something is finished with something. Oh wow, look at that. There is still only 1 of 9 done, but something else was moved to done, which is nice. Look at that, run QA, performance hardening, launch prep, and post-launch validation. Keep in backlog until task 11 is pushed, staging ready, QA entry criteria, final branch or staging URL, bit verification, conversation path, script, restart, list of known caveats, and files pages changed. Once those exist, move this to in progress and run launch checks. That's interesting because we're actually missing stuff. We're missing here blocked. That's nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's very interesting. So there are, oh yeah, oh, I didn't read. Find the tasks which are obviously not done yet, but maybe are already in status done or in review, and finish them properly with the existing project brief and materials from outline. Look at all checkbox items and try to finish them before, and finish them if not possible. Create comments why and what the blockers are. Okay, let's post this. Let's put it back to in progress and let's start again. So let's see. But this is what I like. So the whole thing is, if an agent comes in here, or if you start running the agent again, it starts a new session, which seems counterintuitive, but I think this could be the reason why it works, or why it could work, because it doesn't start from session bias. I mean, the bad thing is it has no memory, so it starts again. But Sally gives it everything it actually needs to know and understand and read in order to do the work necessary, which is, in my opinion, the better way than finding something in session, or yeah, like finding something from before which is not valid anymore, or not true, or not existing anymore because it got abbreviated or whatever, like it got compressed and kicked out of memory. So to prevent that, and to keep an eye on what's actually important, and to keep an eye on task, look at that. Now it started to change stuff. So let's see. Let's see what it actually does. I don't know if it finds stuff here as well. So oh, whoop. So it's working on this again. PM audit plan completed in Sally, actions taken, audited live project tasks and QA evidence. Mark task 5 done and completed its checklist based on QA evidence. Reopen task 6 to in progress for 30, 60, 90 early win copy depth. Reopen task 11 to in progress for the eCTA routing and source copy coverage fixes. Nice. Left routing comments on tasks 6, 11, 12. Added concrete to-dos for remaining blockers. Queued coder jobs. Current status QA task 12 remains the acceptance gate. No private implementation started by PM. QA is blocked until coder posts fix evidence. Branch commit files touched. Build result and conversion verifier result. Nice. That's nice, actually. Really interesting. So let's take a look here. Look, it wrote everything. Per Alex instructions acceptance must now be based on the ingested outline source set. AT website no parent. Agent, implementation brief, final copy, and hidden cost library. QA task 12 owns the source stock. Comparison before this can be accepted as done. Yes, okay. Final acceptance, reopening implementation because visible blockers remain. Still route label as audit. Decision memo unfordern instead of the final copy system. Fit call path, likely termin. Implemented source copy coverage is shortened in what we do and 30, 60, 90, requiring either expansion to source copy or explicit owner acceptance. Please fix from the ingested outline source set only, then repost branch commit. Nice. Files touched. And build a node scripts verify conversion path evidence. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. This file is still, so yeah. I don't know if we really need this, but let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. So it's building, it's running, and it's building. That's nice. So we had planning, we had testing, which showed already, no, it's not done yet. So I'm very happy about this step actually, that it didn't just say, yeah, it's done, cool. And it's actually not, because this is what happens um, with agents. So let's see. Now, and it's in execution phase. So it's building something. Let's see what it does. Can also take a look here. So it has this job right now. So Sally has a Postgres database. Sally is based on Postgres. And Postgres has a queue, which is nice. So you can use Postgres directly as a queue for jobs. So you don't need to run RabbitMQ or something else, which is really nice in order to hand off jobs. So yeah, we can just do this directly in Sally. So this is the reason why we built it in, because it just keeps the architecture so tight and small, which is great. So it's easy to ingest as well for each agent. It's easy to troubleshoot and so on. I'm very curious about what it is doing and what it is changing now. So the get the decision memo is obviously wrong. This shouldn't be the thing anymore. So this should get changed, as I understood. This is one of the things that needs to change, because it's actually not the idea of, okay, get some download here, but make a call, like, or schedule a call, systems fit call, schedule a systems fit call. This is the thing. By the way, if you want to schedule a systems fit call, you can just go to a website and go to schedule, or what? Let's see. Is it schedule? No, it's not. Termin. Let's switch to English. It's /en/schedule. And you can have a, AI discovery call, a systems fit call. So yeah, this is Google Workspace directly built into it with iframe. Very cheap, but very effective actually. We did this for other clients as well. It works great because like it just works. There are nicer things you can do, and the most important thing is it works. So nice doesn't sell. We need to do it effectively. So I'm still not happy with the like overall design and stuff. Maybe we should have some images. I don't know. I mean, for agents, it's great because they just read the page and it's fine. But obviously for humans, it could be a little bit different. Yeah, there. Completed task 11, follow-up, branch staging. Fixed DE primary CTAs to systems fit call buchen. Yes. Expanded homepage, what we do, plus 30, 60, 90 copy coverage from outline final copy. Oh, yes. Good. Passes Sally updated with comment. Blocker to do's marked done. Task move to review. Let's see. Okay, that's so funny. Now it moved to review. It has two tasks done. Build homepage first, then highest value implement form, CTA routing and lead capture logic, add proof. Okay. Hi, project manager. Yes. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Just update, but yeah, it's not online yet. Please make sure to look, it's still working. Build this. I like that. Yeah, everything is in here. It's still not finished. So let's see. Implemented reconciliation. Find a copy. Da, 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 da. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Reviewing. Yes. That's good. Is it still running? Yes, it's reviewing. That's interesting. It does its own review now. So there is another reviewer running. See? Reviewing. This is another session. So what's important in what I found, what is important, maybe you found something completely different, let me know in the comments. What I found, what is important is that the review must not be done by the same agent, or must not be done within the same session, in order to not be session biased. I don't know if I made up the term session bias, but I think it exists. I think that, or I found that agents have the problem to create reviews or tests in a way that they pass. Instead, if they build something, instead of making a review or creating a test which is built to fail, because the idea of a test itself is to find the error, and there are errors usually. So if you build a test which passes, it's a bad test usually. So yeah. Okay, but here, accepted task 6, verified, content matches outline final copy, early win is separately highlighted with approved examples, pages pass, required props, and npm run build passes. Okay, let's see. Let's just go. I'll just spin it up here. Website. Automate this. Okay, yes. npm run dev. Dim, bum, bum, bum. Open. We don't need this. Systems fit call buchen. That's nice. Get the decision memo. It's only in German. That's so funny. Okay. I don't like that. I mean, I like that it did it here, but I don't like that it's still like, whatever. Ooh, but this is definitely better, and it's definitely different. Yes. Well, this love is in row. Okay. It's better. Yeah, it's better than before. Also, I think, no, this is still messy here. Still not perfect. Anyway, it's not so bad. Yes. Yes. Okay. That's cool. Systems fit call. Where do we have the tasks here? This one is ready, so it's not working yet. Yes. Okay. It pushed the 3060 thingy. Okay. Important. The German website is the base and the English version must mirror the German one. Make sure to wire the CTAs correctly and rename them if necessary. Okay. Also make sure to review all checklist items and redo them if needed, or if done already, check them off for consistency. Okay, so now we did this. Let's put it back and let's get going again. I mean, this is a back and forth, and obviously you can do stuff in between and you don't have to micromanage everything and sit there and take a look how it works, because it doesn't really make sense. But yeah, it works. This is really nice. So I really am happy with the newest version of usesally.com. So yeah, just here, go to usesally.com and get started from here. So you can read the docs, or you can go to GitHub and install it for you on your server and give it to your team. So you have team management, everything. This is there. So yeah, go for it. Just use it. It's really. I hope it's useful. I wanted to build something useful, so I tried doing this, because there was nothing out there what I could use with my agents together. And we have so many clients. So we have so many people who are stakeholders in projects. So they need to be able to post tasks into the projects, which we then need to do and get done. And there was nothing I could use. I mean, obviously there would be Jira and Linear and very expensive systems, but no thanks. Let's do this one. So we just built it our own, and we just built our own, and yeah, I think it works. So let's see, it is running, it's building. Again, let's see what it said. Completed in Sally, update task with the eBase and Mira, CDA checklist requirements, added QA gate items to task 12 and move to Q8, blocked pending fresh implementation evidence. Post visible Sally comments on tasks 11 and 12. Queued code workflow for task 11. No private implementation started. Okay. Edit visibility base and mirror checklist items. Block QA pending trial. And queued coder job. Yes. Okay. That's right. Let's roll. So the coder is running again. So I guess if I go back here, oh no, this still says get the decision memo. And this one, look, this is still a little bit different. Is it? I don't know. System fit call. I don't know. Let's see. Whoop, it just rebuilt. Yes. And it rebuilt again. Ah, here it is. Book a systems fit call. Nice. So it's actively working on the website, which is cool. Yeah, just now, anyways. We have the website. Here we have it. Look, here we see all the reloads, studies, commerce, nice. So it's only working on the English version right now. Good. We can see here again. These are the jobs. Look, this is when it's idle, nothing happens. I think it checks every 5 seconds or so, or every 10 seconds or so, if there is something to do. And if it has something to do, it just does it until it's idle again. So yeah, look, 18 runs, 14 jobs. And it's in execution and it's building right now. And here we see running, building. So let's get back here. The agent is working on that. But where's this other thingy, the 30, 60, 90? Here. And here we see done by agent. If we go in here, let's scroll down. Implementation now includes days 130, 60, 90 plus a separate highlighted early win asset in both with the approved examples and outcome tieback. Nice. Really cool. Really cool. That's amazing. Workflow complete successfully accepted task 06. Evidence recorded by reviewer. Section plus separate early win asset verified against outline final copy. Changed files reviewed. Passes reconciled task status to done. No further routing needed. Nice. Nice. That's really cool. I like that. That's really nice. This is still blocked. Look at that. To-dos. 12 of 13. So it really reran everything. I like that. Implement form, CDA routing, and lead capture logic. I don't know where this is going. We succeeded. Verify evidence, but task 11 is not ready for review because one checklist item remains open. Implement form, CDA routing, and lead capture logic. Yes, keeping task 11 in progress and routing a focused coder follow-up to either finalize lead capture form behavior from the existing outline brief materials or post a precise blocker with page form evidence. Also note, latest local staging is ahead of origin staging. QA stays. Yes, okay. That's okay. We don't need the lost checkbox. I deleted it. Please push staging to remote. Okay, let's delete this one. Now it's gone. And now let's, oh, yes, acute building. Oh, that's interesting. Now, I don't know what happened. I just click this because it's still building. Oh yeah, it queued another planning step. So let's see what it does. I don't know. I'm happy it didn't just change everything. So this is new for me as well. So I built the thingy, but and I work with it, but I didn't work on this project specifically yet. So I didn't do that before in this type, or like, yeah, I didn't I didn't do this project before, so I don't know if the agent is actually adhering to what it should do, or yeah, um, what it's gonna do. So let's see. So, but I'm very happy. I'm extremely happy. It seems to work really well. So I guess if we can split out the tasks even like in tiny enough pieces, which are logical, then it's even easier possible to let the agent build it. I don't know if we, but I mean, this is too much micromanaging again. So what I don't like about working with agents is all the micromanaging. Natalia and I, we're going to talk about this in our next podcast as well. Um, but it seems to still be somehow necessary. But I would like to get an agent, or to get this agentic plane and this project management, Sally, I would like to get it to a point where the project management or the project planning is so refined that it creates an agile workflow itself. So it builds something, then it reviews what it's done, and then it implements everything it reviewed for as long until it actually did what the project brief is or was. So yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I want that Sally becomes. So let's see. Done. Final commit push to origin staging. Nice. It did that already. That's nice. Okay. So staging is not ahead anymore. Or like local staging is not ahead anymore. Task moved to reviews. Sally commented, comment posted with evidence. So now it's in review again. Let's go to board, review. Mm, Good. Just testing. Okay. Marcos micro test node. Okay, whatever. Alpha validation, code corner, LinkedIn, next step decision. Uh-huh. Okay. Pump. Yes, redeployed in staging. Yeah, systems fit core. Book a systems fit core. That's nice. Great. Nope. Here we go. It's still testing. So, that because it's in review. So, that's so interesting. I don't know if I didn't think about this. This is really nice, actually. So it put Sally managed to use Pi, the agent, in a way that it actually, or Pi used Sally correctly and put the task it needs to do in order to test into review status and now run the test. That's really nice. This is really cool. So the agent automation actually makes sense because this is the status where we would push something to. We would give the review status to a task where we then actually run the review. It makes so much sense, but I didn't think about this. I thought more about it for like, yeah, this is in progress. This is something what I'm doing because it's a review task. It's in progress, but obviously it should be in review. That's nice. Okay. I think we'll just leave it there because this just takes more and more and more time. I will keep you updated with how this goes. But in general, I would say this is the first time that I used Sally as my agent automation project plane to show and to document correctly what was done inside the project, which steps were taken. It's completely documented, it's commented, and it had its back and forth. Everything is evidence-based. Look, now it's a blocker. That's nice. So, oh, wow. Everything is evidence-based. We can delete this one because we don't need it. Everything is evidence-based and surfaced correctly. So this is the most important thing, to work with an agent and to surface what the agent actually did internally, to surface it in a way that anybody else inside the team can understand what was done by the agent. Because we need to make sure that we understand which file was changed, where was something introduced we probably need to troubleshoot, or where was something introduced which worked very well conversion wise, and so on and so forth, because we need to learn from what we're doing. And this is only possible if we have a surfacing plane where we can show everything, bring everything together, and also have other people comment and add some more tasks and so on. Because what I can do now, after this blocker is removed and after it works again, what I can do now is I can add more stuff into in progress. The next thing I can do is add case studies to the case studies route for X, Y, and Z, and then give all our case studies to the here somewhere. Then I can add the case studies. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so cool. I can take these case studies and use them to write new case studies on the blog in order to enrich the whole case studies thingy, which is unbelievable. This is really amazing. So actually, let's do this. Or no, I will make another video for that because this is, I guess it's better. Okay, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.